What you really need to retire may sound like a simple question, but it doesn't have a simple answer. There are a lot of moving parts. So what we've done at Compass Investors to make all these parts easier to understand is to create a retirement outlook calculator. And I'd like to make it available to you just for watching this video. You can click on the URL at the bottom of the screen at any time to get it. Let me show you how it works by taking you through an example. As we go through, you'll see how the answers to a few basic questions impact how long your money will last in retirement. What I like most about this calculator is that you can change your answer to any question and immediately see how your changes will impact how long your money can be expected to last, for better or for worse. All the questions will appear on the left panel. Your values that you've already selected will appear in the center, and your final result will appear on the right. We're going to start with the About You section. For this example, I've entered some numbers for a person. Let's call her Sue, who's just starting out in her career. She's 30 years old. She's making $40,000 a year. She expects an average of 3% a year salary increase over the course of her career. Of course, since she's just starting, she has nothing yet in her retirement plan. And we're going to go with the historical long-term inflation rate of 3%. When we click Next, we will be asked 3 questions about Sue's expectation for her retirement. You will notice that some default values have been filled in for us. Now, as the Prudential ad reminds us, people are living and working longer. So let's stretch Sue's expected retirement age from 65 to 68. You'll notice how I can use either the slider to change that value or the plus and minus keys. Next, we ask about Sue's expected retirement lifestyle goal. By this we mean what percentage of her final salary does she want to have to live on after she stops working. Now, lots of calculators will reduce this number significantly, some as low as to 40%. But when you think about the possible costs incurred in retirement, both good things like travel and bad things like medical bills, emergencies, and inflation, we like to be conservative, so we're going to assume that Sue will need an income in retirement that's at least the same as her final salary, which is to say Sue would like to have 100% of her final salary available to her in retirement. Lastly, what type of investment return does she expect to earn on the balance of her savings during her retirement? Right or wrong, most people are told to become very conservative as they enter retirement and put the majority of their savings into fixed income investments. Well, a conservative average return of fixed income investments is around 3%, so we'll leave that default value for now. We're going to click the Next button, and I'd like you to notice that on the right panel a number is going to appear as soon as I do so. Now, this is the initial projection of how long Sue's savings will last based on how we've answered the questions previously. But we still have 2 very important questions that we need to answer for Sue. First, how much is she going to save every paycheck? In other words, what is her contributions rate? In general, Americans have a hard time saving, so let's assume Sue contributes at the national average of 5%. And how is Sue going to invest her money? What's her investing approach? As you can see from this drop-down list, we have included several different investing approaches to choose from. And as you make your selection, the current long-term investment return will be filled in for you. In this example, we're going to choose the target date fund, which is likely something that Sue was defaulted into when she first got hired. You can see the average long-term investment return of 6.8% has been filled in for her. We've now answered all the questions required in order to refine the projection of how long Sue's money will last in retirement. And you can see a recap of her answers in the center panel. So just how long will Sue's money last? Well, given these assumptions, it's only going to take her to around age 72. Clearly this is a problem as life expectancy is to continue to climb towards 90 and beyond. And as the Prudential ad wisely advises, we should not just plan to have enough money to last for as long as we are expected to live, but to last for as long as we could live. Personally, I had 3 grandparents live into their late 90s, so I believe making our money last until 90 is the minimum goal we should be aiming for. So what can Sue do to fix this problem? Well, if she were to go and speak with any financial expert, likely the first thing she'll be told to do is to save more. So let's go back and do that. In fact, let's double Sue's savings rate from 5% to 10%. Watch what happened to the age value on the right side as we made that change. This doubling of savings for the nearly 40 years that Sue would be working bought her just another 4 years of retirement from age 72 to 76. Well, that's better, but it's still far less than what she needs. The takeaway from this example is that the solution to ensure you do not outlive your money is not simply saving more, although that is important, but what is more important is being smart about what you do with those savings. In our next video, I'll walk you through how different investment strategies that you can use during your working and retirement years can give you a better or worse chance at being able to outlive your money and not the other way around.